Welcome everybody to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today, and this week sees the culmination of 21 films. This is the 22nd film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Avengers Endgame is finally hitting store shelves, along with a bunch of the other MCU titles finally getting the 4K upgrade. On top of that, you have the foreign action drama Shadow coming out, the third season of Riverdale, and Scream Factory is releasing a collector's edition of the crime drama Vice Squad from 1982, plus much, much more. So let's go see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. Alright everybody, we are in at Walmart here with this display for Avengers Endgame. Very nice display, not half bad, guys. And the first thing over here I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray and digital of Avengers Endgame for $22.96. They also over here have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for $29.96 right here, guys. Now, Bob and I did a spoiler review on Avengers Endgame. You can catch it on the movie review playlist. I'll also put a link down below in the descriptions if you guys would like to hear our full and complete thoughts on the movie. And my God, man, this was a cinematic ride, dude. This was absolutely amazing. It was incredible. It was everything we wanted it to be perfectly honest with you. And this is honestly one of my highly anticipated movies of the year. I was unsure whether it was honestly going to disappoint or not, because a lot of these sort of end to this cinematic journey, I mean, sometimes they disappoint a little bit. Sometimes you're so hyped that you end up like just thinking this thing is not going to exceed any expectations, and it did just that. The action is thrilling. The villain Thanos is still effective. All the actors definitely bring their A game. Robert Downey, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, they are the true MVPs of this movie. I'd also put Scarlett Johansson in there as well. She's definitely an MVP too. The action is thrilling. The CGI effects, the storytelling is very thrilling also. You know, there's been so much built up over the years with all of the MCU movies, and you'd think that it wouldn't get it right, or in some ways it would kind of fall under the pressure, but it doesn't. It's so amazing, so wonderful, and it makes the journey that you've taken with the other 21 films so worth it, guys. Honestly, it's such a blast to watch. I think this has got to be one of the top 10 MCU movies, at least for me, man. I was truly in love with this film. I think it's absolutely amazing, and for me, it just makes me love Marvel when they can pull something off like this. It tells me that they know what they're doing, and they know that they want to live up to the hype, and they really, really did. I mean, that's my opinion. Definitely let me know what you think of Avengers Endgame, but guys, everything here was practically pure perfection. Again, I'm not sure how they're going to top Avengers Endgame, but maybe they don't have to. Maybe this is going to be the gold standard for a long, long time. It definitely is worth it, guys, for sure. I don't really see any exclusives over here for Walmart, though. I see nothing really in the way of exclusives. Just the Blu-ray and the 4K over there. But we'll keep on looking, guys. But very nice. Not bad indeed at all, guys. All right, well, let's see what else Walmart's got. All right, everybody, we are over in this section of Walmart. Now, they don't have any of the DVDs, but it was 1996. They just don't have any right now. But really, honestly, guys, they do not have any exclusives for Avengers Endgame here. I thought we'd get something. I'm kind of actually shocked Walmart didn't have anything. But, yeah, no exclusives here for Avengers Endgame at Walmart. Sorry, guys. Then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have this 2-movie collection of The Secret Life of Pets 2 on digital and the first film on Blu-ray DVD and digital. I know that this is actually, The Secret Life of Pets 2 is coming out soon on Blu-ray and DVD, 4K and everything. And again, they're doing this 2-movie collection to kind of sell more of the digital copies. I showed you last week, I showed you the Rocket Man and Almost Famous one. They also down here have one for Godzilla King of the Monsters on digital and the first Godzilla one on Blu-ray disc and digital. Again, they tend to want to try to sell more digital. I feel that's kind of where they want the market to go, so they're offering people these sort of exclusives to sort of entice them to grab it. I don't know whether you guys will be intrigued to pick it up or not, but for me, like I said, guys, I'm more of Blu-ray, DVD, physical media type of guy, but I know not everybody is, and I know people are very interested in digital copies nowadays, so they do have this one here, the 2-pack for $22.96. They also have the other 2-pack for $29.96 as well, and don't forget that Rocket Man one as well right here. So they have 3 packs right here if you are interested, guys. Then the next thing I'm seeing is they have the DVD of Lying and Stealing for $12.96 right here, guys. A Life of Crime or No Life at All. Theo James, he was in those Divergent movies, and he was in one of those Underworld films, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. Successful art thief, inherited his father's life of crime. Oh, he's got a truster, and you know, the sort of art of the con, and they fall in love together, and they have change of hearts. I kind of know where this movie's going already. Not to say it's actually going to be bad or not, but that's what I'm kind of getting the vibes on. I mean, she's a gorgeous lady, he's a decent actor. I like these sort of con movies. Could be really cool. Not bad cover. Let me know what you think of Lying and Stealing, guys. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Professor and the Madman for $12.96 right here, guys. Mel Gibson and Sean Penn. You know, I heard about this movie. I heard about it, but I didn't think it was coming out yet, or I didn't know, you know, when it was actually going to get released. I haven't heard much about the movie. I just heard about it, about the movie itself. I love Sean Penn. I love Mel Gibson. It looks like a very intriguing story about a true life tale of an unlikely bond with this Oxford professor. Course of history. No, I hadn't really heard much about it. I knew about the movie, but didn't hear much about it. I would definitely be interested in checking this one out. I love both of the actors, and it's kind of cool. I don't think Mel Gibson and Sean Penn ever did a movie together. I don't think they ever did. Did they? I could have sworn they didn't, but definitely let me know if they did or not. I could have sworn they didn't, but just for them alone, it might be worth checking out. Then over here, I'm seeing they have Finding Steve McQueen, the DVD for $12.96. Inspired by the outrageous, the greatest bank heist in U.S. history. Forrest Whitaker, William Fichtner. I like the cover. What is this about? Inspired by the... Oh, really? That's interesting. God, that sounds really interesting, man. It sounds like a really, like, fun, sort of thrilling movie, man. No, I had never heard of this one. I'd never heard of Finding Steve McQueen. I like the cover. I like the synopsis. It could be really cool, man. Nice. There was a whole lot of stories surrounding Richard Nixon, man. I mean, there's been so many movies made about the guy and surrounding, like, things that happened to him or whatnot. This is another one of the pieces of the puzzle, I guess, but it looks really cool, man. I definitely would be down to checking Finding Steve McQueen out. Looks very old school, sort of thrilling, fun style movie, man. Probably with some cool car chases. Let me know what you think of Finding Steve McQueen. Is it worth it? Let me know. Then over here I'm seeing the DVD of Trial by Fire for $14.96 with Jack O'Connell and Laura Dern. Stand for what's right, fight for what's true. What is... Huh. Well, that seems interesting too. Nice. You know, some of these straight-to-DVD movies, I'm telling you guys, some of them look really good. They really do. And it looks like they're attracting more, like, big-name actors. I mean, Laura Dern's not huge a big name, but, I mean, I know her from a lot of popular movies. The cover is okay, but the synopsis looks cool. I would definitely be down for checking this bad boy out. Huh. Trial by Fire. Not bad. And over here I'm seeing the DVD of Vault for $14.96. Now this one, guys, I checked out on Amazon Prime. I wanted to check this out because the story seemed really fascinating, man. It really did. It is basically about another sort of bank heist based around sort of the mafia and these sort of crooks that are trying to steal from the sort of people in power, and how everything goes completely wrong and double crossing and everything like that. Very fascinating and interesting movie. I really loved the true life tale of what these guys had to go through pulling off the bank heist, and then everything afterward, because it's not just the bank heist itself, it's about really who can you trust and laying low and the dilemmas that you have to deal with. It's very interesting. I really liked it. It takes place in the 70s. I like the 70s style clothes. I like the 70s style that they put up with the cars and everything like that. The hairstyles, really well done. I like the acting here as well. Don Johnson is great here. Chaz Palminteri is awesome in here in a small role as well. Really like this one, guys. This is not a bad movie at all, man. Definitely recommend checking this one out, though. Not bad little bank heist movie, if you like bank heist ones. Not bad at all, guys. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Shadow for $12.96, the Blu-ray DVD of Shadow for $14.96, and the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray for $22.96. And I actually really like that because the 4K actually has different artwork than the Blu-ray and DVD. And I really actually like the Blu-ray DVD because I like that weapon, man. That weapon is really badass in the movie, man. That's a kick-ass weapon. But I really like this artwork as well, with the two fighters right there, with like the symbol that they're standing on. Really nice, too. I like that one quite a bit. Now, I watched this one on Amazon Prime, and I wanted to watch it because it seemed like a very interesting sort of action movie, a foreign action movie that looked like the action was going to be insane in it, and I definitely wanted to check it out. And guys, the action is insane. It is absolutely awesome here. It's amazing. I think the action is kick-ass here. The cinematography is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. The blacks and the whites. The weaponry here is so kick-ass here. The acting and everything, it's so well done, man. It's so well choreographed. And I thought the fight scenes were spectacular. Basically, it's just about, you know, this sort of empire where this sort of ruler is sort of like evil and unpredictable, and they're trying to get rid of him, or trying to sort of take down his empire, and sort of the complications of that, and all the war and the fighting that goes on. So amazing of a movie, man. Like I said, the action scenes and the fight scenes alone are amazing. I mean, I will admit, it's a little long. It's almost 2 hours, and it kind of feels its length a little bit. And again, it's foreign language, so all you're getting is subtitles. So I know some of you guys kind of frown upon that a little bit. But I'm telling you guys, this is well worth it, man. Really good. I enjoyed this one a hell of a lot. I thought it was gorgeous to look at, and the fight scenes alone are well worth checking out, guys. Definitely give this one a look, especially if you like foreign action movies. Well worth your time, guys. Well worth it indeed. And over here, guys, I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and combo pack of Attrition for $14.96 and the DVD for $9.96. Oh boy, we have another straight to DVD Steven Seagal special right here, guys. Oh baby. 2 lives, 1 game. Okay, very interesting. Oh, Steven Seagal is trying to do his best Karate Kid impression? Okay. Ex-Special Forces agent and Kung Fu expert Axe. Of course, his name is Axe. Has renounced his violent past and turned to a life as a healer in a small remote village. Very interesting. When a local crime lord kidnaps a girl known to have mythical powers, Axe gets back into the game. What in the world is this, man? It's kind of like a kung fu film meets an action shoot 'em out film with like a mythological journey. Well, I have no idea, man, what in the world this is. Man, Steven Seagal comes out with some of the weirdest stuff, doesn't he? I mean, I used to like Steven Seagal back in the day. I mean, Under Siege, anybody, Out for Justice. I mean, the guy was kick-ass, but you know, now he's went down the shitter big time. I mean, you know, him and sort of Van Damme are sort of sea level now compared to people like Schwarzenegger and Stallone. But I mean, even Jean-Claude Van Damme does a lot better work than Steven Seagal does, man. Steven Seagal, man, his career is so washed up. I mean, the last mainstream thing I think he did was probably Machete, if I'm not mistaken. And I really didn't like him in that one either, so I don't know about this one. It looks really weird. Especially for a Steven Seagal movie. If you guys know anything about it, definitely let me know. But Steven Seagal will not rest until he's on every shelf of Walmart, apparently. Alright. Then the next thing I'm seeing over here is they have American Hangman, the DVD for $9.96, and the Blu-ray DVD combo for $14.96. Oh, my man Donald Sutherland. God, I love Donald Sutherland. Vincent Kartheiser. God, where have I seen Vincent Kartheiser before? God, oh, wasn't he on Mad Men? Yeah, I think that's where I saw him, was on Mad Men. Huh. A mysterious, ruthless man abducts Judge Straight after believes the judge falsely sentenced an innocent man to death. He plans to stage a trial. Huh, very interesting. But you know what? I mean, a lot of judges sentence innocent people to prison. I mean, get in line, pal, because there's a lot of them. Trust me. I honestly don't know anything about the movie. I mean, I love Donald Sutherland. He's been doing a lot of these smaller films as of late. Like he did that small role in Backdraft 2, and now this thing, and I think he's going to be in that Brad Pitt movie Ad Astra in a small role as well. It's nice to see him still doing work. This could be a nice little sort of dramatic type of thriller. It could be. I mean, the premise isn't anything new. It feels sort of like it's been done before, but with Donald Sutherland, who's a great actor, it could be interesting. And Vincent Kartheiser's not bad either. Definitely let me know what you think of American Hangman. Interesting. And honestly, guys, it's kind of interesting because they don't have any of the upgraded Marvel 4Ks that I thought they would have over here. They have the Avengers Infinity War, they have First Avenger, they have Civil War, Winter Soldier, but they don't have the other ones that came out this week. On top of that, they also don't have Riverdale Season 3 or any of the other new stuff as well, which is kind of weird. So they don't have some of that stuff and the other Marvel 4K upgrades, but some interesting selection, guys, for the most part. You know, just kind of shocked they didn't have some of the other stuff. Alright, well, let's see if they have anything else. Alright, guys, we're over here in this little section where they're starting to put up and sell a lot of these digital codes now, exclusively here. I knew they had this for a while, but now they're finally starting to put stuff on this shelf. They got the Purge 4-movie collection, Deadpool, 5 family favorite films: Mamma Mia, Season 4 The Flash, Place, Pitch Perfect 3, Justice League, Baby Driver, It, Theory of Showman, Bumblebee, Alien Covenant, the X-Men Beginnings trilogy. So that's all 3 films. You have a 5-movie collection for Jurassic World. Have season 11 of The Big Bang Theory, all 6 of the Spider-Man films, the Back to the Future trilogy, not bad. They have this voodoo copy of 6 Bruce Willis movies. Interesting. I've heard of a few of them, but not all of them. It's interesting. They have the whole digital series of Breaking Bad. They have some Schwarzenegger films exclusively. They have Recall, Red Heat, Pumping Iron, Hercules in New York. Geez, some ones that I don't think have hit on physical media yet. That's interesting, especially like Hercules in New York. That's interesting. That, Blue Planet 2, the 3 Ghostbusters movies, The Mummy. Not bad, guys. I mean, there's some interesting stuff here. I know, like I said, they're definitely going more in the realm of digital. They want to do more digital copies and sell more. And so I knew they were doing this sort of wall that had all of sort of these digital copies, but now they're going out of their way and definitely trying to sell them in a big bad way, guys. So look for your Walmart that they definitely have all of these digital copies here, guys. But very interesting, and definitely will have more digital copies in the future for sure. All right, let's head out. Interesting selection this week, guys. I mean, some really cool indie titles that I actually was not aware that was actually coming out this week. Of course, you've got the big name releases like Avengers Endgame, some cool, interesting digital exclusives here at Walmart, but no Avengers Endgame exclusive, no other of the MCU 4K upgrades that we know are coming out this week. Riverdale Season 3, we don't have that. So even though there's some interesting stuff that they have here this week, they don't have all the stuff that I thought they might have, because Walmart usually carries a big abundance of stuff. I thought they'd carry a hell of a lot more than they did, but you know, not bad. We may find it at another store, but again, interesting selection this week, but not everything that I was certainly hoping for. Let me know what you guys think if you found all the selection at your Walmarts. Not bad though overall. Some interesting surprises that Walmart always has for sure. Alright guys, well, let's head to the second location and see what they got. Alright everybody, we are at our second location, Target. Now, it was interesting because usually Walmart is an abundance of selection. I mean, last week alone, there was so much stuff to see at Walmart. So I thought this week we were going to see all of the Marvel 4Ks. I thought we were going to get a big exclusive for Avengers Endgame, and we got none of that. It was still good selection, but not as much as I thought we were going to get. So now I'm kind of wondering, are the other stores going to carry the other Marvel 4K upgrades? Are we going to see more exclusives? Or is this just not going to be a week for exclusives for Endgame? I know there's supposed to be ones coming out, but I don't know if we'll find them or not. I'm hoping we do. And that's where Target comes in, because I heard Target had a exclusive for Avengers Endgame. And usually they're really good at carrying a lot of the brand new stock, and I know they've carried a lot of the Marvel sort of upgrade titles. I'm hoping maybe they carry some of the newer 4K upgrades as well. Here's the hoping, but let's head into Target, find out. Alright everybody, we are in at Target here with this display for Avengers Endgame right here. Very nice. And on the other side here, very cool indeed. And the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray and digital of Avengers Endgame for $22.99. They also have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for $29.99, and they also have an only at Target 4K Blu-ray and digital exclusive, which includes a Avengers Initiative, a look back book, which kind of shows it there, but there's also a little thing here which shows it a little bit better. The inside of the booklet and everything. Really nice, guys. Really nice indeed. This doesn't look half bad, honestly. Huh. And slightly different artwork as well. Not bad at all. Pretty nice, dare I say, for Target. Now, spoilers for Avengers Endgame. So if you haven't seen it, sorry, but you gotta skip this part. The character deaths. Okay, I thought they did a brilliant job with them. Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, I thought that death was very emotional. I did not see that death coming at all. I thought the death that they gave Cap was really, really sweet and really endearing and really classy. And I thought Downey went out like a champ, man. He really did. You think of back in 2008 when this all started with Iron Man, and nobody thought this was going to work. Like, Iron Man, of all characters, was going to start this thing, and no one knew where it was going to lead or what was going to happen. And here we are, this many years later, and just how far this whole thing has grown and how far it's come and how all these actors have grown. Just craziness. Downey was a risk, man. Downey was a risk. Nobody wanted him. He was a huge insurance risk, and people felt like, honestly, that it wasn't going to work. But honestly, he proved them incredibly wrong, and here we are, man. It's honestly a fantastic journey. Chris Evans, what a journey as Captain America, man. Some of the 3 best movies of the MCU has to be from Cap. He's awesome here. I was kind of surprised that Chris Hemsworth stayed, because if you would have sort of bet me money, I would have said that Chris Hemsworth would have been one of the people to bite the dust. But he's staying, and I'm really glad he is. I think his Thor character has really evolved into something really unique and interesting, and I think he's going to do wonders with it. And we are getting that Black Widow movie next year, which sort of tells more of the origins of her story, which I'm definitely looking forward to. It's grown in phenomenal ways. These actors have grown, and it's kind of sad to see Downey go after all these years, but I knew he wasn't going to stay forever, guys, because, after a while, you kind of want to move on with your career. But I think, honestly, he is the actor that has the longest standing sort of continual role as one character. I think it was Hugh Jackman for a long time, but I think Robert Downey Jr. ends up beating him to that, I believe. But rightfully so. Tony Stark is great. Iron Man is great. I don't know if he'll ever be replaced, but you know what? He's one hell of an actor and one hell of a character, and he's absolutely going to be missed. Let me know what you think of the character deaths and everything, guys. Not bad for exclusive, though. Really cool exclusive here. The 4K and the Blu-ray down here as well. And not bad at all for selection so far, guys. All right, let's see what else Target's got. All right, everybody, we are over in this section of Target, and they actually do have the DVD only of Avengers Endgame for $19.99. So even though Walmart was out of it, Target certainly has enough copies of it. So if you're only looking for the DVD, then they have that over here for $19.99. And they also have some of the Marvel 4K upgrades here, guys. Very nice stuff that Walmart did not carry. And I've seen they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of the first Thor for $29.99. I actually really like this movie, guys. I know it was sort of phase 1 of the MCU, and I know that, a lot of people, I think, go back to phase 1, and I think they kind of find some of those earlier movies kind of duds now compared to what they've done in the later phases, but I think it's really good, and I actually think it was a really, really great way to introduce Thor and just the whole idea of sort of the mystical realm and everything. I thought it was really cool, man. I thought Chris Hemsworth did a great job. I thought it really opened up the MCU to cosmic realms. I thought it was really well done, dude. Not as well appreciated as I think it should be, but I do think people like it, though. I will say this, they like it more than they do Thor: The Dark World, the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for $29.99. I know that for damn sure, because honestly, I do like Thor: The Dark World. I honestly think it's better than I think people give it credit for. Is it the best Thor movie? No, and it's probably the weakest out of all the Thor films, but I like sort of the dark elves. I like some of the action in it. It's actually not bad, honestly. I think it's kind of a dud compared to some of the other stuff, especially like Thor Ragnarok. I think it's kind of not as good as that, and I think for a lot of people, this movie ranks as sort of the bottom tier of the MCU films. I'm pretty sure that's what most people would say, but definitely let me know what you guys think of Thor: The Dark World. I do enjoy it, but the truth be told, it is on the lower tier. I'll be honest with you. Then over here they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of Iron Man for $29.99. Very nice, guys. Very nice. And of course, I think out of all of the Phase 1 movies, I think this one is the most praised out of all of them, truth be told. Robert Downey Jr. did a bang-up job here. Jon Favreau directing this was amazing. The CGI, the suits. I thought this was a great way to introduce the MCU, man. And Downey just killed it, man. He really took a character that's sort of on the B level and really just propped him up in a big bad way. It was great, man. Honestly, it was. And honestly, it's well worth your time. And it probably looks amazing in 4K. It looks awesome in Blu-ray. It probably looks astonishing in 4K, man. Ooh, probably does. Then over here I'm seeing they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital of Iron Man 2 for $29.99. And you know, this starts to get into the sort of the redheaded stepchild of the Iron Man series, Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3, because you know, a lot of people don't really appreciate them. I do like Iron Man 2, man. I think it's right under there with the first Iron Man. I really love Favreau's directing again. I think Downey is still great here. I like sort of Mickey Rourke in the Whiplash role. The Justin Hammer stuff I thought was really cool. And, you know, a lot of people give this movie sort of shit for introducing Black Widow and, you know, doing more of the sort of Avengers setting up stuff. But honestly, though, guys, I think it needed it. I mean, you know, now I know some of that stuff gets set up in sort of Spider-Man Far From Home, stuff with Nick Fury and everything, but no one ever kind of craps on that. It was good, but I think they just felt like it was more of an Avengers movie than it was an Iron Man 2 movie, but I thought it could be both. It could be a setup for an Avengers movie plus an Iron Man movie. I thought it melded both pretty well. I liked it. I liked the change of roadies. I thought it's way better than people give it credit for. I think a lot of people crapped on it at the time. I think people go back and look at it now and I think better appreciate it, put it that way. I do like it. Not as good as the first Iron Man, but not bad either. Then we also got Iron Man 3 on 4K Blu-ray and digital for $29.99 as well, guys. And honestly, man, Iron Man 3, I think, you know, I talked about redheaded stepchild with Iron Man 2, but I think this is more the redheaded stepchild because I think people really crap on this movie for one thing, and I think it's the Mandarin. I really do. I think they don't like the fact of the sort of twist with the Mandarin and the whole idea that it was a fake Mandarin, and you know, there was sort of this group that sort of created a fake Mandarin and everything, and I think people kind of got turned off by that. I thought it was really clever. I thought it was really clever and interesting, and even now in Phase 4 we're getting Shang-Chi, and they're going to show the real Mandarin. So the real Mandarin was out there all along. I hope they kind of explain it pretty well, but I think that's the one thing that really turns people cold on this movie is that twist. But I thought it was a really clever twist, and I thought that Robert Downey Jr. still did a great job here, guys. I think he was awesome in this. And I really like Shane Black's directing in this. Shane Black is a really great director. He brought his sort of old school style to it. I thought it was really awesome, guys. I did. I really enjoyed it. It's probably out of all three of the Iron Mans, it is the redheaded stepchild, but I do enjoy it, though. I do indeed. Then I'm seeing they have the DVD of Lying and Stealing for $12.99. It looks interesting, but I will admit, though, guys, that it kind of feels to me sort of like there's an old school movie with Jack Nicholson called Prizzi's Honor, with him and Kathleen Turner, if you guys remember that one. And yeah, they were hitmen and hit women in that one, but it kind of reminds me of the idea of that they're sort of rivals and they sort of fall in love with each other. That's sort of how it reminds me of, but sort of Prizzi's Honor immediately came to mind. I mean, let me know if there's other ones that sort of come to mind that sort of have the same idea and plot. I mean, like I said, it's nothing new, but I like the actors, and it could be a nice little interesting con movie. Not bad at all. Alright guys, well, let's see what else they got. Alright guys, we are in this section of Target, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the complete 6th season of The Blacklist on DVD for $27.99 right here, guys. And I've never seen any of The Blacklist. I think I told you guys that the last time when the 5th season came out. I didn't see any of it, but I like the idea of this criminal played by James Spader sort of getting out, and he's sort of manipulating this agent, and he needs to be hunted down. I like that aspect of it. It kind of reminds me almost like Hannibal Lecter, almost, but a little bit more of a sensitized version, maybe. I mean, I love James Spader, man, and James Spader is classic, dude. I mean, God, so many movies I watched back in the day with James Spader, man. It was really awesome. And James, really, he's one of those really charismatic actors that can make anything work. I remember when I had cable back in the day, and he was on that show, Boston Legal. And my God, man, Boston Legal was amazing. And it was amazing, basically, for him, just the monologues that he had and everything. He's such a great actor, and he can take material that might be a little weaker and just like really just lift it up, man. That would be the reason to watch this, would be for Spader, but I really don't know much outside of it. I mean, definitely let me know what you think of this show. Is it good, bad? What's your opinion of it? Definitely let me know if it's worth it to delve into it, or does it kind of go downhill. Definitely let me know, guys. Then I'm seeing they have the DVD of Homeland, the complete 7th season for $22.99 right here. And this is another show I've never watched, man, but I remember, and I think it was on like Stars or something, I think it was, where it was like, I heard how big it was promoted when it first came out, and how sort of really just sort of wild it was, the whole idea of terrorism, and how, and how they got to stop these people, and sort of the adventures that they have stopping them. It was a really interesting concept, and I remember it got a lot of press, man, from a lot of news organizations and everything like that. And it's garnered a lot of awards, and Claire Danes, I heard, was awesome in this, and they continue it. Like I said, I haven't watched it, but I like the angle of the terrorism and stopping these people. I like it quite a bit. Now, this is the 7th season, and I know that the other main actor who used to be in the Homeland series, he actually is no longer, honestly, I think, around in the show anymore. I think he left. So I think they got Mandy Patinkin, which, by the way, my mother loves Mandy Patinkin. She is in love with the dude. She loves him. I think she loves him back in the day from Criminal Minds. Man, she loves her Mandy Patinkin. What can I tell you? It's really cool to see him on this show. It's really cool to see Claire Danes still sticking around. Again, I don't know much about it, but again, I always thought the plot was really intriguing. And my God, man, 7 seasons. Congratulations to them. Definitely let me know if this is worth it, guys. And the other thing I'm seeing over here is they have a colorized, for kids of all ages, collection of I Love Lucy episodes. Nearly 7 hours, plus new featurettes and 16 classic episodes. I'm on the fence about this colorized stuff. Here's the reasoning. I'm very much a purist, guys. I'm very much a purist of cinema, where if it was filmed in black and white, keep it black and white. Why do you need it in color? It kind of ruins the experience. And I know that I think a lot of people think black and white is lame and color is the best, but honestly, there's so many classic films and classic episodes that I really would not want colorized. Remember that whole controversy with Night of the Living Dead when they colorized that and I think put that out on DVD? That was a huge hoopla over that. People were pissed about it. And I don't blame them. I want to preserve cinema. I don't think a colorized version makes the show any better. It's the black and white stuff that did. It's the characters. It's not exactly being colorized that helps or hurts it. You know what I'm saying? I want to preserve cinema. So that's my thoughts on it. Definitely let me know what you think of this. I love Lucy, but this colorized debate, that's been going on for a long time. It certainly doesn't start here, but let me know what you guys think. Not bad selection here, guys. All right, let's head out. Actually, not half bad selection here at Target this week, guys. Pretty decent. I mean, they didn't have all of the new major releases that came out this week compared to Walmart, but they did have a leg up because not only did they have an exclusive for Avengers Endgame, but they also have a couple of the TV seasons that Walmart didn't carry. On top of that, they also have some of the Marvel 4K upgrades that Walmart didn't carry as well, which I thought maybe we wouldn't get here at Target, but surprise, surprise, you never know until you do these out and abouts, guys. Very nice selection overall. Again, could have been a little bit better, but for the most part, I was pleasantly surprised with what we got, guys, especially that really cool exclusive there as well. Not half bad. All right, guys, let's head to the third and final location and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are at our third and final location, the Beast Best Buy. But before we go in, I want to talk about one movie trailer with you guys. Dolemite is my name, baby. Yes, the Netflix film coming this fall, starring Eddie Murphy, man. You know what? Truth be told, I don't know a hell of a lot about Rudy Ray Moore. I know a little bit about him. I've seen some of the Dolemite movies. He seems like a really cool cat, somebody who, just, does some really odd and strange stuff, but very entertaining. And to see a biopic about his rise and how he started this character, it sounds like a really great idea, honestly, guys. It really does. And it's directed by Craig Brewer, who directed Hustle and Flow, which I think that movie's awesome. So that could be, that alone, that could be really cool, him doing that movie. Not only that, but Eddie Murphy, man. I like Eddie Murphy in this trailer, dude. I really do. And honestly, Eddie Murphy has not done anything really good live action wise since probably Bowfinger in '99, and I think that same year was also Life with Martin Lawrence, and those two movies are great. Some people are gonna say Shrek and Shrek 2, and they're right, but those aren't live action. Yeah, he had a small role in Dreamgirls, but it wasn't like a starring role. The starring live action roles he's been doing have been duds, man. And to think that 20 years is gonna go by until we have gotten a really good Eddie Murphy movie baffles me, but here we are. But I think this has the potential to be really good. I really do. It looks funny. It looks like this great sort of up-and-coming rise of a guy who wants to become a star, and the complications of that and the hilarity of it. It looks good, man. It looks fun, and I can't wait to see what Eddie Murphy does with the Rudy Ray Moore role. But the cast is great here, man. There's so much wonderful people in this cast, including, of all people, Wesley Snipes. Man, Wesley looks awesome. Wesley looks like he's having a hell of a time, man. He looks like he's really digging this role in a big bad way. I love the outfits and the hat and the stash, and I'm like, dude, he's really getting into it in a big bad way. So hopefully this is a comeback for Wesley Snipes as well, man. I hope you see these two doing more work after this movie, because it looks like a really fun and interesting time, and I can't wait to check this movie out, man. I really can't. And also, the other reason why I'm really excited about this movie is that it's written by Scott Alexander and Larry Karaszewski, unless I'm really butchering those names, they ended up writing one of my favorite biopics and one of my favorite movies of all time, and that's Ed Wood. I love Ed Wood, and the fact that these guys are behind that really makes me happy, man. So I'm looking forward to this in a big bad way. I think it looks really fun, really interesting, and it looks like this could be a great role for Eddie Murphy and hopefully a great comeback role for Eddie Murphy. Definitely let me know what you guys think of Dolemite Is My Name. And in the meantime, let's head into Best Buy and see what the Beast has in store for us. All right, everybody, we are in at Best Buy here with this enormous display for Avengers Endgame. Really nice, man. Really nice indeed. Oh, very cool. Oh, look at that. Sweet. Very nice. I like this display, man. Huge. We don't get many displays like this anymore. Nice. The first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray and digital of Avengers Endgame for $22.99. They also have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for $29.99, and they also have a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital limited edition only at Best Buy collectible steelbook. Ooh, look at that. That is sweet. Nice. I like that. Look at all those characters there. There's probably more characters in the back, I would assume, too. That's what it kind of looks like. Kind of get more close there. Oh, very nice. Look at that. That's a really sweet steelbook, man. I like this one a lot. That looks really great. God. Man, really fantastic. I think it's one of the best steelbooks I've seen in a while, man. Awesome. Well, guys, I am curious to where you think that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to go next. And I ask that question because, to be honest with you, after the deaths and after Tony Stark left and everything sort of happened and, you know, the big fallout from this movie, where does it go? I mean, because we kind of start to see a little bit of the fallout of that stuff from Spider-Man Far From Home. I don't know what the next Avengers team is going to look like. I assume it's going to have Spider-Man and Captain Marvel in there, and there's some new additions coming out like the Eternals and Shang-Chi, and I know they're doing a lot of different characters and they're trying to spice it up a little bit more. I'm just very curious because I know they announced Phase 4, and Phase 4 has a lot of really unique and interesting stuff into it, including some of the like Marvel TV shows, which is interesting, whether it's sort of WandaVision or the Loki stuff or Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, there's a lot of really interesting places where the cinematic universe can go. I mean, I know they announced the Thor 4, and I know we're getting Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and it's kind of really interesting because I feel like Marvel is in a very, you know, in a very exploratory phase where they're just finding what works and seeing what happens, and you know, some of it will stick, some of it will miss. It depends. I mean, let me know what you guys think of who you think is going to be a part of the next Avengers team. You know, we lost a lot of people. There's other people that are injured, others that went off on their own adventures. Who knows what's going to happen, or even what the big bad threat is going to be. Now that Thanos is gone, I mean, are we thinking Galactus? Are we thinking something else? I mean, who do you think the next big bad should be? I know they kind of set up the Skrulls, maybe Secret Wars as well. There's a lot of great avenues that they could do, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I think Phase 4 is going to be really interesting, and especially Phase 5 as well. I can't wait to see what they do next, but, you know, the first 3 phases, this movie, it all came to a great close. And even if they sort of fail moving forward, I can always say that the first 3 phases were a success. But here's to hoping that more success for Marvel in the future, guys. But this movie, man, this movie is absolutely glorious. It's awesome. And it's, God, it's just building up to a cinematic universe like this and having it pay off is so pleasing. The time travel, everything, absolutely amazing, guys. I loved it so goddamn much. Really, really fantastic. And a great great steelbook, man. You get Remembering Stan Lee, Setting the Tone, Casting Robert Downey Jr., Out of Time, Deleted Scenes, Gag Reel, Journey to Endgame, probably a lot more featurettes. Not bad special features for this, probably a lot of plentiful stuff, and not bad whether it's the 4K, the Blu-ray, or the really nice steelbook here, guys. Great steelbook. Love this one quite a bit, guys. Indeed. Really fantastic movie and a fantastic cinematic universe. Alright, guys, let's see what else Best Buy's got. Alright, everybody, we are in the new release area of Best Buy, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of Iron Man for $29.99. They also have this 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital limited edition collectible steelbook for $34.99. Nice. Yeah, I believe this was the theatrical poster, if I'm not mistaken. Nice. That's a great steelbook, man. Oh, awesome. Dude, fantastic. That looks really sweet. And honestly, Iron Man, dude, for me, if I'm gonna say a top 10, Iron Man is clearly in the top 10, man. It's I don't know where in the top 10, but it ranks pretty damn high. And you know, I've heard sort of rumors that maybe they might do Ironheart in the future, which could be interesting. I think you kind of need to let it settle for a while and not do anything Iron Man related for a little bit of time now. You know, like I said, I love Robert Downey Jr., and I think he's absolutely fantastic in this role. He makes this role, but to try to replace him right away is a wrong thing. I think they should kind of hold off, guys. But the movie's fantastic, dude, and one of the best in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by far. You get a lot of the featurettes that came with it on the original Blu-ray release as well, so nothing really sort of different exactly, but just to own it on 4K is probably really awesome, man. Really awesome. Then over here I'm seeing they have Thor: The Dark World, the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for $29.99. Another exclusive Best Buy Steelbook for the 4K Blu-ray digital for $34.99. Yes, and this was actually the theatrical art as well, which I love. I always love using the theatrical art, man, because the theatrical art is always fantastic. God, that looks great, man. God. That was cool. I don't know if many people are going to buy the Steelbook of Thor Dark World, though, not going to lie, but it does look really, really cool. And honestly, man, as far as Chris Hemsworth is concerned, dude, the guy killed it in Endgame. He's killed it in the series, and he's definitely taken Thor in a much different road than I thought Thor was going to go, but I think that's the exciting part of it, and I can't wait for Thor 4. I think it's going to be awesome with Taika Waititi coming back. I know a lot of people are a little iffy on it because of Natalie Portman coming back and them doing the female Thor thing, but I'm giving it a chance. You know, Taika Waititi proved right before, maybe he'll do it again, but out of all the Thor movies, this is definitely the one that's one considered overrated or on the lesser end of the spectrum. I can see why, but give it a chance, though. Give it a chance, guys. And a lot of the same stuff that was on the regular Blu-ray as well. Nothing really too much different as well here as well. Not bad on that. You also have the 4K Blu-ray and digital of the original Thor for $29.99. And yet another Best Buy exclusive limited edition steelbook for the 4K Blu-ray and digital for $34.99. And more theatrical art. Nice. Very nice. Gotta love that theatrical art, man. Very cool. You know, I don't honestly know who else could have been cast. I know there was other people that possibly could have been cast outside of Chris Hemsworth, but honestly, man, now that Chris Hemsworth is Thor, I don't really see anybody else ever playing the character. You know what I mean? I kind of figured maybe he would leave the MCU after a while because, of course, he wants to do other things in his career, but I don't think, honestly, he's actually like that. I mean, he gets other work, but I don't think he has more popularity in other franchises. You know what I mean? So for me, I think right now he should probably stick with Thor, at the moment because it's his most popular character and it's making him money, so why not? So, but it's kind of nice to see one of the original people sticking around, because I know a lot of the other characters are pretty much gone at this point, so, it's nice to see good old Chris Hemsworth keeping on as Thor, at least for the time being. Then they have a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of Iron Man 3 for $29.99, and also another 4K Blu-ray digital limited edition steelbook for $34.99 here. And again, theatrical art, man. Very nice. Gotta love that theatrical art, man. Classy. Very classy indeed. They're just coming out with more exclusive Best Buys. Steelbooks, man. I tell you. Honestly, though, I will say this much. I like the movie. I don't love the movie. I think probably, for me, it is probably the weakest of all the Iron Man films, to be honest with you. It is the weakest one. But, guys, it still is really good. And honestly, I like that they took chances with the character. They didn't do the same old stuff. I know a lot of people wanted them to do the alcoholic drinking thing for the Iron Man character, but that didn't quite end up happening the way I think people wanted it to. Good or bad, whether you like the sequels or not, I think you gotta love Downey in them, and I think Downey made the character what it is. You have Gwyneth Paltrow, and you have all of these other people that come and go, but I think it's Robert Downey Jr. that makes the character what it is. And even if you don't love the rest of the movies, I think you love Robert Downey Jr. in that role, and he's electrifying. He's worth it, man. He's awesome. Robert Downey Jr. is practically God to me, man. He can do almost no wrong in his movie roles, and I hope he continues to do well in the future. I really do. Then the last thing I'm seeing over here is they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of Iron Man 2 for $29.99, and the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital limited edition collectible steelbook for Iron Man 2 as well for $34.99. Yeah, theatrical art, baby. Yeah. You got to appreciate this film for a lot of reasons, guys. One of the things you have to appreciate it for is the fact that they introduced Black Widow, the fact that, the Avengers really started to come into a concept really in this film as well. And I think you have to appreciate Jon Favreau as a director, because Jon Favreau really, nobody thought Iron Man was going to work, and it came off like gangbusters. And he could have ridden off into the sunset and said, I don't want to do Iron Man 2, I'm done. But he didn't. He continued to stay on board. He continued to really want to build on the Iron Man character. And I feel like, even though I think there was a lot of pressure to make Iron Man 2, I think Favreau really did a great job, man. I would love to see Favreau come back to the MCU and direct something. I really would. I know Favreau has executive produced a lot of stuff for the MCU, but I want to see him come back in director form, man, because I really wanted him to come back for Iron Man 3. I love Shane Black, but I would have loved to seen Jon Favreau finish the actual trilogy off. But I would love to see him come back, dude. He continues to be part of the MCU. He was in Spider-Man Far From Home, and I love the fact that even though he's no longer really directing, he still loves to be part of this journey. And I think, it's kind of crazy, because everything I've heard from people about Marvel over the years, whether it's directors that have come and gone, a lot of people don't really hate their experiences. They love their experiences. And yeah, some people have better experiences than others, but I feel like people really love the MCU and love the creativity that they get at times. And Jon Favreau, man, I mean, he started it all, and I'd love to see him continue it, man. It might not be without Downey, but I'd still love to see it, man. I really would. And Iron Man 2 is a very underrated sequel in the MCU. I really think it's better than a lot of people give it credit for, man. Really, really give it a reevaluation, man. It's not in my top 10, but I could maybe see it in my top 20, to be honest with you, or even top 15. Alright, guys, well, that does it for this section. My God, man, there is a lot of stuff to show off. Let's see what else they got. Alright, guys, we're on the other side of the new releases, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray digital of Vault for $14.99 right here. Now, I talked a little bit earlier that Chaz Palminteri is in this, and it's been a while since I've seen Chaz Palminteri in something, man. And I got to admit that seeing Chaz Palminteri again, man, really just brought a lot of nostalgia to me, man. Whether it's The Usual Suspects or The Bronx Tale, or actually my favorite Woody Allen movie of all time, which is Bullets Over Broadway, which he is phenomenal in. That's a very underrated Woody Allen movie. That's not actually something that many people know about. Really great movie. He just brings a certain gravitas, and he brings a certain level of respectability to a project, and he's just a really great underrated actor. You know what I mean? He's one of those actors that just, to me, man, I just love seeing him on screen. He's just electrifying. Even in a small role like this, like, you can't take your eyes off him. So amazing, dude. It was great to see him in this, dude. And even Don Johnson. Like, Don Johnson, a lot of people consider Don Johnson like a joke now, but honestly, him in this movie, he was great. He was very sympathetic and menacing as well, and he just gave a great performance, man. This movie's a really great little bank heist movie, mob type of film. Really good, man. Well worth your time, honestly, guys. Give it a chance. I think you guys would like it quite a bit. You got here deleted scenes, behind the scenes, commentary, trailer gallery. Not bad special features, not bad at all, guys. Definitely give this one a chance. I think you would like it. I actually had a really good time. I was never bored for a single second. Not bad. Then over here, I am seeing they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray of Shadow for $19.99 right here. And this movie is directed by Zhang Yimou. God, I hope I'm not butchering that name. Jeez. He's a really interesting director. He directed House of Flying Daggers, Curse of the Golden Flower. Really great sort of martial arts, sort of action drama movies. He also ended up directing that movie with Matt Damon, The Great Wall, which I didn't see, but I heard mixed things about. So I'm not sure how that one is. Definitely let me know, guys. But this one is great, dude. Honestly, it really is. It just has a lot of really brilliant sort of cinematography. The action is so dynamic and well choreographed. I really love sort of the weaponry, especially that big, like, circular sword that looks like an umbrella. Like, that looks amazing, dude. Like, it just goes to show that you can still do really inventive and really creative and outside the box sort of action stuff, even if it's overseas. And there's been so many stuff done overseas, but this guy, man, he is so great as a director. The only thing I didn't like that he did the movie Hero with Jet Li, that I wasn't a huge fan of that movie with Jet Li. Bob and I saw it in the movie theater. We didn't love it. We thought it was a little dull. The action was okay, but not great. But honestly, other than that, like I said, House of Flying Daggers, Curse of the Golden Flower, those are phenomenal movies. And generally, he's a really great dynamic director. I can't wait to see what this guy does. If you like martial arts movies, if you like sort of foreign action films, guys, definitely give this one a chance, dude. And I think there's a lot of really great action and sort of martial arts movies overseas compared to the U.S. I feel they do a more dynamic job than we do. That's just my opinion, but I really do think it's true. But such a great movie, man. Just alone, the choreography of the fight scenes and the look of the movie are just astounding, just alone to actually give it a chance, guys. But honestly, oh, so awesome, dude. I really love this one a lot. Again, a little long in the tooth, but again, those fight scenes, man, are wonderful, dude. Honestly, definitely watch it if you haven't yet, guys. Alright, well, that does it for the new release section. Let's see if there's anything else that Best Buy has to show off. Alright, guys, we are over here in this section of Best Buy, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have this huge 4-movie collection only at Best Buy. 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray for Avengers. Whoa, look at this thing. The Avengers Assembled Complete 4-Movie Collection. Whoa, look at that. Oh, cool. It's got like the symbols. The symbols of Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, all those. Oh, nice. Nice, look at that. So it's got all 4 of the Avengers movies housed in this really nice box. Oh, really, really interesting, man. And it seems like it's a really sturdy, like, yeah, really sturdy box, man. Wow, that is nice. I knew they were going to do some sort of like Avengers collection set. I didn't know what it was going to be, but that is really cool, man. If you don't have any of the other Avengers movies, definitely get this. God, this is really cool, dude. I have the Avengers movie, so I don't think I'd rebuy it, but man, that is one hell of a tempting thing to pick up, dude. Wow, 4-movie collection. Dude, that is great. Damn, dude, look at how hefty this sucker is. Damn, man. And that is for $150. So it's quite the price tag, but you're getting the 4 movies, all the special features, all the stuff in 4K, and this really great box too. Nice. That's not bad at all, man. That's really cool. Wow. It's not bad at all. Damn. So somebody's wallet's gonna be hurting, put it that way. Whew. Wow. And then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have the DVD of New Amsterdam Season 1. I think I saw this over at Target, but I didn't think this was new. Well, I guess it is now. $22.99. Break the rules, heal the system. Another one of these medical dramas from NBC. Includes all 22 Season 1 episodes. I'm a little sketchy and on the fence about these sort of medical dramas, because honestly, there's new ones that come out every damn year, man, and a lot of them are just the same cookie cutter stuff. That's why I really don't pay attention to them. But I don't know about this one. I don't know if it's good, it's bad. I don't know if it's really generic. I have no idea. Let me know what you think, guys. It kind of looks very same old stuff. You know, once ER sort of reinvented the game, so to speak, then there was a whole slew of them that came out, and I guess now New Amsterdam is yet another in a long line of them. Is it good, bad? Well, you guys let me know. It does come with deleted scenes. Not half bad, but for $22.99 for a season, I'm not sure whether it's good or bad. I think I'll skip. Then they have the complete 6th season of The Blacklist for $27.99. And, you know, I was thinking about this for a second because, you know, the way that TV has changed over the years, this is 22 episodes, just like New Amsterdam is 22 episodes. And the problem is there's a lot of filler within 22 episodes worth of material. Like, you know, like there's going to be an episode or two where it's just people standing around talking and there's no action or nothing's going on, and you kind of sit there like, geez, this is a really waste of an episode. And I think the problem is doing 22 episodes is too much for a season. I remember when Lost was going on, and I think it was the 3rd season or something of it, and people were complaining about how the story wasn't speeding up and how, you know, it felt like a lot of filler. And basically Damon Lindelof and them said, hey, look, you know, we got to do 22 episodes, and you know, we can't speed up the story too much, and that's the problem. That's why they wanted a fixed end date. That's why they wanted a lesser amount of episodes. I almost feel like lesser amount of episodes is better because it gives you more range to be sort of creative without having to do the filler. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I think, but I mean, definitely let me know what you think. You think that lesser episodes are better, like stuff that you get on Netflix or Amazon Prime, or do you think that 22 episodes is worth it? Definitely let me know. Interesting. Blacklist. Then they also have the DVD of The Spanish Princess for $19.99. I also saw this at Target as well, but I don't I didn't think this was one of the new releases, but I guess it is. It's on Stars, which I don't actually have. I don't have any of these sort of things like Stars or HBO or anything, so I don't know about any of these shows, but synopsis, 16th century. I'm usually not into these type of shows or movies that do like 16th century stuff. I'm really not, because I don't know, I just can't get into that time period for some reason. There's a lot of time periods I can get into, but for some reason, like this old school time period from back in the day like this, for some reason there's a big disconnect for me. But I mean, is it good, bad? I don't know. I don't have Stars. I'll never really have Stars, but I mean, let me know what you think of The Spanish Princess. It's interesting. Then there's also Homeland, the complete 7th season on DVD for $19.99 as well. Oh man, you know, I was thinking about this with Claire Danes. Claire Danes was a really great actress, man. Do you remember back in the day the Mod Squad movie? Yeah, the Mod Squad movie. Nice. That's from back. Giovanni Ribisi was also in that as well, man. I remember that one. And she was also in Terminator 3. A bunch of other movies as well, but Terminator 3, for some reason, Terminator 3 gets shit on quite a lot, and I thought she was really good in that. I thought she was good in Mod Squad as well. I like her as an actress. She just mainly does TV, though. She doesn't really do any movies anymore that I can think of, which is a shame, because she's a really great actress. Wish she'd do more work. See, and this has 12 episodes. So when you think of something like this that has 12 episodes, and they can actually, not do any filler or any sort of like superficial stuff to sort of lengthen the season, versus something like a 22 episodes season that has to stretch things out, I would take more of the 12 episodes, but that's just me. Definitely let me know, guys. I don't see any special features on this. Was there any special features on The Spanish Princess? None that I can see on here. And the blacklist, oh yeah, you had deleted and extended scenes, gag reel, behind the blacklist, and cast and crew episode commentaries. Not many TV shows anymore do episode commentaries, and I wish they would. God, I love commentaries, but we never get enough of them. Well, that seems to do it over at this. Not bad selection so far. Let's see if there is anything else among this massive amount of stuff that we've seen so far. See if they got anything else, guys. Alright guys, we're over in this section over here for scary movies, and they don't have a lot to show off over here, but there is a few things that I noticed. One of them is this 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Digital Halloween Limited Edition Steelbook for $19.99. I believe this is for the newer movie that came out. Yeah, it's for the newer one. It's not bad of a steelbook, not bad at all. Very artsy with just his mask there and sort of the blackness of his eyes. Looks kind of interesting. I liked the movie. I didn't love the movie. I had a few problems with it. I like that Michael Myers is brutal in it. I love having Laurie Strode there. I think Jamie Lee is fucking awesome. I just feel like I wish they wouldn't have ignored Halloween 2. You know what I mean? I really wish they wouldn't have. But I mean, I know they're making those 2 Halloween sequels back to back, and I think one of them's coming out next year or something. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I definitely want to see more Michael Myers and more Laurie Strode on screen, but hope they correct some of the mistakes from the new movie. But this doesn't look half bad though, guys. Then I'm seeing over here they have this Leprechaun 7 film collection limited edition steelbook. I didn't even know they had a limited edition steelbook for the Leprechaun series. This looks awesome, dude. This looks really cool, man. I used to have the 7 film collection release that Lionsgate put out, but I got rid of it because it's kind of bad to say. I really didn't like the artwork, man. I just felt like the artwork could have been so much better. And now comes along this, and this is really cool, man. I like this. I like having Warwick Davis there up front and center. I think that's the theatrical poster art for the first Leprechaun film. Really nice, guys. Really nice indeed. God, I like this, and I like the Leprechaun series. The first Leprechaun is really cool. I like the second and the third one, very underrated. Leprechaun 4 in Space is, well, okay, it's kind of crappy, but it kind of has a B-movie genuine quality to it, I guess, that I kind of like, kind of charming. Leprechaun in the Hood and Back to the Hood are not very good, truth be told. They're comical at best. I kind of like them for their cheesiness, but that's all. And Leprechaun Origins is shit. That is terrible, dude. But this is really cool, man. I really like this steelbook a lot, man. You just have them front and center, and that's it, and that's all you need, man. I like this a lot, dude. I might pick this up. I'm not gonna lie, man. I want to have a Leprechaun collection back in the collection. So yeah, God, that's nice. I like that. I want to be able to watch the cheesiness of the Leprechaun series over and over. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Then over here, I'm seeing they have that Blu-ray set of the Omen collection, that old school Blu-ray set for $9.99. And boy, people have been complaining about this set for years, guys. I think it's basically because of the flimsy art. I think the flimsy art and sort of the box and everything, people don't really like the flimsy box of it, and they don't really like the design of it. It kind of looks really terrible. So I think a lot of times this was the only box set that was ever available for the longest time for this. And I think people were really upset that this kind of was kind of cheap. But now Scream Factory is putting out their version, and I can't wait for that, dude. I can't wait for that to upgrade the collection, because a lot of the Omen ones I have on DVD, but I don't have on Blu-ray. Plus, you'll also get Part 4 as well. I'm not a big fan of the remake, but it'll be nice. I know a lot of people have told me that they can't wait to get rid of this one. I mean, if you want a cheap set, it's only $9.99. It's not a bad price, but if you're looking for high quality, man, look out for that Scream Factory set. That looks really cool, guys. Definitely look out for that one. Then over here, I'm seeing they have a few releases over here, a little bit more to check out here under spooky movies. Oh baby. They have a Blu-ray of American Werewolf in London for $10.99, and it's actually it's the old school release of American Werewolf in London. It's just got a new slipcover to it, which the slipcover doesn't look bad. It just looks him just turning into a werewolf. Doesn't look terrible, but honestly, guys, I would wait, because Arrow Video is putting out an American Werewolf in London Blu-ray, which looks amazing, dude. That looks phenomenal, man. And Arrow does a phenomenal job in everything they do. So I'm definitely looking forward to that release. This one, it looks okay. Like I said, just a new and different slipcover doesn't really attract me exactly. I mean, it's a cool slipcover, but I'm definitely waiting for the Arrow Video one for sure, guys. Cat's Eye, really interesting Stephen King one. I thought they were remaking that at some point, or another company was coming out with it. Maybe. Christine over here, really great John Carpenter movie. Cult of Chucky, the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. I know this is another one that came out with a new slipcover as well, which looks pretty cool. I actually really like Cult of Chucky. I know a lot of people kind of crap on it a little bit, but I'm telling you guys, it's actually way better than I think people give it credit for. It's not Curse of Chucky, but it kind of combines the more serious and the more ridiculous element, and they kind of combine it together. I think, honestly, I really like Cult of Chucky, and it's better than the remake. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. It's better than the remake. On top of that, I hear they're actually doing a Chucky TV show. Don Mancini's doing the Chucky TV show, which actually I am looking forward to. As long as they continue with the character and the series, I would definitely be down for it. Well, same special features, nothing really different. Then they have Gremlins, a triple feature of Gremlins, Gremlins 2, and Goonies. I know they're putting out a 4K of Gremlins, so I don't know whether this is worth it or not. Hopefully one day they do one for Gremlins 2, because I think Gremlins 2 is really underrated, man. Way better than I think people give it credit for. Then they also have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Get Out right here. Again, with a new slipcover. Not bad. I will say this much, though. I do like I do like this movie quite a bit. I know people are on the fence about it. Some people like it. Some people don't like sort of the comedy aspects of the movie. I really like it, man, and I really like Jordan Peele, dude. He is a new solid voice in the horror genre, and I cannot wait to see what he does next, dude. I really do, and I think Get Out is just the start of it. Really love that movie quite a bit. They also have a Blu-ray edition of Friday the 13th. With a new slipcover here. Is this the original? Yeah, it's the 1980 original. Kill. Uncut, cut. Very nice here. I just don't get this slipcover though, guys, because Jason's not even the killer in the original Friday the 13th movie. It's his mother, for Christ's sake. So I don't understand why they put Jason on the cover. I think they put Jason on the cover because it's just Friday the 13th and he's the most recognizable thing about it, but it just doesn't make any sense. And I kind of, I know it's kind of ridiculous, but I kind of get bent out of shape over that stuff, because it's like, how hard is it to just do one of his mother or Jason coming out of the water or something? Like, just doing a full-grown Jason, that's not in the movie. Kind of false advertising, you know what I mean? Then over here they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Halloween, $12.99. This is the... Oh, this is the new one. Yeah, this is the new one. So we saw that limited edition steelbook, and now we see this. This is not a bad. This is not a bad one for the Halloween thing. It's okay. I mean, again, if I were to pick between the two, I'd probably pick the limited edition steelbook. That looks a little bit better than this one here. Again, you know, cool new slipcover doesn't really attract, you know, me to actually buy it. I think the limited edition steelbook actually looks a little bit better, but just my opinion. Yeah. Then they have that Halloween 35th anniversary edition, the Blu-ray. Now, I actually have the one that's out of print, the limited edition one that was actually the booklet. I actually have the booklet 35th anniversary edition, which is out of print and I think goes for big money on eBay. I definitely have that one. I bought it exactly when it came out, and very glad I did, because it sold out fast. And there's a really great documentary about Jamie Lee Curtis actually going to her Horror Hound convention and meeting the fans. Really great documentary on that, man. Really great. And Jamie Lee seems like a really down-to-earth and really wonderful person who loves the fans. Very interesting. They also have over here, they have, a Blu-ray, DVD, digital new slipcover for Happy Death Day to You. I don't know if I like, I mean, it's the baby face mask, which I like, but I like the original one, which had sort of the birthday cake and him stabbing into the birthday cake. I like that a little bit more. I think it's more classic. You know, seeing the killer's mask is cool, but, you know, I sort of like the more like art, like, you know, more of the artsy cover, I guess. But this is a great movie, by the way, guys, and this is actually one of those movies that proves, and I've always said it, that PG-13 horror can be just as effective as R-rated horror. I know a lot of people crap all over PG-13 horror, but there's certain movies that really highlight it well, and this is one of them, guys. Not half bad at all. Really solid movie sequel, which I really liked a lot. Then they do have that Blu-ray, DVD, digital slipcover for A Quiet Place right here. Actually, this was actually the design of the Quiet Place steelbook, which I own. Which actually, that steelbook rocks, man. That's awesome. It's a good cover. I like it, but I'll stick with my steelbook, man. I like that movie a lot. I like that steelbook a lot, and I like the movie a lot. And I know right now they're filming A Quiet Place 2, which I never thought we would have gotten. I never thought we would have gotten A Quiet Place 2, but there you go. I'm looking forward to it, though. And then the only other thing over here I'm seeing is they have a Blu-ray DVD of World War Z. That's an interesting art. Very comic booky for that. Very interesting design. That's probably the best of them all as far as slipcovers are concerned. Very interesting design for this one. I like the movie. I didn't love it. They were going to make a sequel and Fincher was going to direct it, but that never happened. I don't know why. I would have loved to have seen a World War Z sequel, and with Fincher directing it, God, I would have loved that, man. It's not a bad zombie movie. It's just very Hollywood. You know what I mean? But it's not bad, though. Not bad selection here, man. Some really cool titles here for the spooky movie series. All right, let's head out. Damn, we saved the best for last, guys. This was crazy here at Best Buy. The selection that they had was nuts, and all of the exclusives they have, all of those Marvel Steelbooks, some of the horror slipcovers and the Steelbooks they have as well. It is insane and massive, guys. I mean, I was not expecting this much selection over at Best Buy, man. I am pleasantly surprised, dude. I think it is really awesome, man. I love this quite a bit. We tend to get, like, at Walmart, we got a decent amount. At Target, we got a little bit more, and now here's like a massive amount. That is awesome, dude. Physical media reigns supreme as always, guys. Not bad at all. Really loved it. All right, well, let's head home and finish the video. All right, everybody, that'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week. And my goodness, man, another week full of craziness and exclusives and physical media galore. You know, I told somebody at Best Buy, and it really is true, I said that from this point, really all the way through the rest of the year, man, there is just going to be some big name titles and some big releases coming out every single week, it feels like. Because, again, I told them we're heading into getting releases from the later spring to now the summer stuff starting to come out, and it's just going to be one thing after another. And I mean, I'm not complaining, but I mean, it's just going to be one major bonanza of releases after another, whether we're talking about big name titles, a lot of independent studio releases are coming out as well. Yeah, man, it's just a lot of announcements have been hitting and stuff is coming out, and my wallet's already hurting. I don't know about you guys, but we got the rest of the year to go, so pray to the physical media gods that I can put some more money in my wallet. Good Lord, man. But look, I'm just glad that the stores have a decent amount of selection to show off and a lot of cool releases to check out. It always makes it more fun when you have a lot of cool things to look at in the video, and this week definitely provided for sure, guys. And you know, it's kind of interesting because I always talk about the conversations that I randomly have at times while doing these out and abouts. I was at Best Buy, and this lady who works at Best Buy, really nice woman, she was looking at the Avengers display, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you know, my cousin is in these movies, you know, and I you know, buy them, you know, to support him." And I'm like thinking, who's your cousin? Because I'm like thinking he's in these movies, and he's like, "Oh, the guy who plays Loki," and I'm like, Tom Hiddleston? Tom Hiddleston's your cousin? And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "You're pulling my chain. You're pulling it." And she's like, "No, he's actually my cousin. And we're actually gonna go see him. He's doing a play in New York. And we're gonna go see him and everything and support him and hopefully get a chance to talk with him." And it's like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you know, just random conversations that end up having these sort of like revelations. I'm like, really? A Best Buy employee in my area is cousins with Tom Hiddleston. Who knew? But you know, you just have these conversations, man. I'm telling you. And you know, speaking of another conversation, I was talking to one of the employees at Target, and you know, he was talking to me about, "Oh, hey, I saw your video last week, and you know, hey, that Batman Hush steelbook that we were selling at Target." I said, "Yeah." He said, "I was kind of shocked that you had it in your video on Tuesday because it doesn't officially get released until that Friday." And I was like, "Really?" He said, "I know you didn't show it off here. It was showing it off at a different Target." I said, "Yeah, yes, I did." And he's like, "Technically, we're not supposed to put out those exclusives until the date that they say we can put it out, because if if a certain management or somebody gets wind of it that we're putting it out, we could get a huge fine. I said, a huge fine? What are you talking about? He said $6,000. We would be fined $6,000 for this. And I'm like thinking, holy crap. Just for a physical media release that you guys put on the shelf a little early? He says, yes. They could get fined up to $6,000. Wow, man. I was blown away by that. So that's why he was shocked about seeing the Batman Hush steelbook, because he was like, boy, boy, if certain people were to have watched your video and found out where that target is, boy, they could have got in serious trouble. I'm like, I would have never known in a million years. The things you learn, guys. The things you learn indeed. Sometimes we're always about, getting those exclusives early and, getting them in our hands like a couple days sooner, but the price that some of these stores actually pay by doing that, and sometimes a huge fine up to $6,000, man. Holy mother of God. Boy, hey, man, all I did was show it off. That's all I did. But very, very fascinating indeed. Very fascinating, man. But always cool conversations happening between doing the out and abouts. It's always fun. The out and abouts in general are fun. I love doing it, showing out the physical media and everything, and all the wonderful sort of in between stuff that happens, guys. It's always a joy. But yeah, this week, man, this week was craziness, and it's only gonna get more crazy. So, like I said, buckle up, guys, because there's a lot of physical media coming for sure. I hope you picked up something good. If you did, well, definitely let me know. There was a lot to get, and especially that Avengers Endgame movie, which pretty much everybody on the planet probably will be getting, guys. So definitely let me know, guys. As far as I'm concerned, well, I got two packages, both from Diabolic DVD. The first actually is a Scream Factory release, and it's one I've actually never seen before. It's this sort of crime thriller movie that, when it got announced, everyone was talking it up like, oh, this is a really great movie. And you definitely gotta check it out. And oh man, it's awesome, and the actors, and it's really sleazy. And I'm like, ooh, I said I gotta check this sucker out. So I blind bought it. I blind bought it on Diabolic. I was gonna order it through Scream Factory, but I'm like, you know what? Sometimes with Scream Factory, no lie, and not to shit on them, but it's like sometimes the slipcover comes damaged or something happens, and you're kind of like, God damn, I gotta recontact customer service and everything. Diabolic is really good, so I decided, I'm just gonna order through Diabolic. So that's what I did, guys. So I'm looking forward to checking this title out. The next one I got from Diabolic as well is a release from Arrow Video. This is one that I've never seen before. Stars Al Pacino, and it's from the 80s. I love Al Pacino. I've watched a ton of his movies, but there are certain films of his from back in the day that has passed me by. This is one of them. It's a William Friedkin movie, and it's one that has a lot of controversy to it, but from what I hear, it's a tremendous movie. And again, this is one that I've never actually seen, but again, Arrow announced it, and I think a lot of people were really happy about it. And I wanted to get it, so I as fast as I could, I hit that pre-order button, and I wanted it. So I'm looking forward to this one too. And then I also got a release over at Best Buy, guys. Look, you guys pretty much know what the hell this is, but you don't know what version I actually got. So I got the release over at Best Buy. I got my two packages from Diabolic DVD. Not bad this week, but you guys will not get to find out exactly what I picked up until my Blu-ray Pickles video, which will drop at the beginning of next month. It'll show off all of the titles that I got for the month of August. And it's going to be a really great haul, man. Like I said, you got Scream Factory stuff, you got Arrow Video stuff, you've got a lot of big name release titles, and some surprises in there as well. I tend to always get some very unique and interesting stuff, and this month will be no exception, guys. So definitely stay tuned for that video when it drops as well. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray and DVD Tuesday videos that I do every single week. Check out the theatrical movie reviews I do with my friends every single week as well. Plus my Blu-ray pickup videos I do every month, my movie hunting videos, and so much more on the channel, guys. If you love movies and physical media, hit subscribe and become a part of the Film Fan Nation. I want to thank my subscribers, man. You guys are absolutely awesome. And every time I upload a video, sometimes I think to myself, you guys are not going to take the time to watch this. You know, it's an hour or something long, and you guys are just like, what the hell, I'm not going to watch it. You guys surprise me every single week because I literally expect you guys to be like, nope, not going to watch it. And you guys do. And you guys take time out of your busy lives because nowadays lives are really busy. There's a lot of stuff going on. And the fact that you take time out of your busy schedule to watch what I do astounds the living hell out of me. So I want to thank you guys so much. I really honestly do. It means the world to me, the fact that you guys even take time to watch the videos or comment. You send the love to me, and hopefully I send the love right back to you. So if you like what I do and how I talk about movies and the videos, definitely hit subscribe. And stay tuned later on this week, guys, because there's going to be more movie reviews. There's also going to be a spoiler discussion video coming up very soon as well. A lot of stuff coming to the channel. I've not been doing a lot on the channel as of recently because I've actually been spending time with my girlfriend. She's actually going back to college very soon within the next few days, so I've been trying to spend a lot of time with her and try to do a few things. So I haven't been doing as much for the channel, but we're going back into full swing. There's a lot of stuff that's coming, so I'm very excited guys. So be patient. There will be a lot of cool reviews and a lot of stuff coming your way for sure, guys. So thank you for all the support you guys have given me. I appreciate it so damn much. I'm one of the luckiest YouTubers out there to have you guys as my subscribers. Thank you so much. And keep up to date with everything I'm doing through Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. FilmFan108. Keep up to date with everything I do, plus special videos and pictures I do from time to time on social media as well. Alright guys, I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care everybody, and happy hunting.